All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and this is day 5, the final day of Turtle Week. Today, we're going to be looking at the hard mode dungeons just to see if they can handle it. I have a feeling stage 10 is going to be tough, but you know what? We're going to give it a shot. We are going to try it with the turtles only right now. We may end up considering bringing in Shredder, but for right now, we're going to try it with just the turtles just to see if it's possible, because that's the thing. We need to know if this is even something that we can do. It's good to know, it's good to know the limits of your team. These guys are going to be quite strong, the waves, in and of themselves. However, so the fights might be a little long, but I feel like they can handle most of the things that come along. The only downside is, certain enemies, like how you can see Shager's in here. He's a terrible, terrible hero to be against. And if we can't stop him from attacking, it might cause a problem. We want at least one enemy dead. There you go, one down. We got at least a stun off that on that one, so that's good. I don't know if anyone's going to get killed. That's the main problem. So hopefully they go against him, because he's going to do some crazy. There you go, the poison. But the good news is that the poison doesn't affect the extra attacks. So, like, it's going to affect that, because he... Oh, actually, no. I guess not. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he's good. Who the hell knows? So far, so good, though. Yeah, they're wrecking him. All right, so far the waves aren't bad. We do have about a minute and a half for each wave as of right now. So hopefully we can get that up. But you know what? That's really just a damage thing. That's like that's just building your team a little bit better than mine. I think you can do that easily. There's definitely a lot of little spaces where you can get these guys to do a lot more damage, especially in the crit damage on Leo. Like I said, Raph is low end power right now, so you could easily find some better gear to throw on him too. So the other problem here is that we don't have any way to really stop the team from fighting. So Cardinal is going to be a problem here, because she is going to revive everyone and give them a free turn. So that could be an issue if they don't take care of her quickly. Hopefully she gets her turn faster so they only revive one hero, because reviving more than one's bad. Oh, there he goes. Alright, so hopefully he dies. There you go. Alright, unkillable. We're good again. There goes that guy. So now we have at least a turn or two before Cardinal's going to become an issue. Because right now she's not an issue. We've got about a turn or two, I think. And these guys get a lot of attacks, so I don't think it should be a problem. Who are they going for first is the question here. Alright, they're going to go for her, of course. They're going to go for the hero that can't revive the entire team. This is where auto battle fails, you guys. Alright, now we're back on her. Looks like we're good as long as nothing weird happens, so she doesn't get some kind of crazy turn. Yeah, let's say she got the defense up, which sucks, but just going to make the fight longer. So yeah, about a minute and a half per wave-ish. The first wave was a little bit quicker. This one's just longer because we have the extra revive. All right, so this is where things are going to get wonky. So we got hit with poison right off the cuff. All right, that's all gone, thank God. We're going to need that leech. All right. So far, damage ain't terrible. So really, this one looks like, as long as we're fast enough to take that shield down, which we weren't, apparently. That was weird. I don't know why he got his turn meter so fast like that. We do have the defense down now, so that's good. Screw this dragon. And here I am, and here I was worried about, beating stage 25. All right, there we go. Leech. So now we can heal up a bit from that. Nice. We remove the poison. We're back in action. We do have the smite on him right now, which is good, because that's a really big hit, because we don't have poison on this team. So poison is a really big way to do damage on this guy, like super fast, especially if you're stacking poison poison sensitivity and 9 other poisons with defense down, yeah, he drops HP pretty damn quick. But I mean, we do have the extra. Look at that, 126,000 damage they're doing with the War Master proc. So there is goodness in that. Hopefully they can take this shield down. Oh, he got it right off at the end. Well, luckily we have the unkillable, so hopefully Leo can pull his punches at the last second. So speed is a factor here, because they're not getting anywhere near the amount of turns that they normally get here, and that's before the boss goes, and that's probably because of speed. So yeah, we got to look out for that. All right, those poisons can stack up quickly. All right, we got our lifesteal, so that'll keep everyone's HP high. Hopefully the removal is going to come up very soon. Looks like it's going well, but we all know with these main bosses, we all know it can change in a second. All right, are we going to get a Reaper? We did. Boom. Right there. Look at that. All right, so we got our... I'm going to sell this. This. All right, we're getting rid of that. I don't care if it's 6-star. All right, so we got that one done. Nice. So Dragon's Lair done. We were able to do it pretty quickly too, so that's not bad. I mean, it's not quick. I'm not gonna say quick. Quick's a tough term for that. Spider. This is the one that I'm curious about, because this could go either amazingly well or terrible. So we're gonna try it with the 4 turtles. I have a feeling they're gonna lose, but I think literally just adding a 5th person who can do more AoE damage could fix this problem quickly. Because they're doing a lot of single target damage, which is to say it's all going to go into that, which sucks. Alright, let's see how they handle this now. So it's the adds that are the problem. So there you go. Actually, that wasn't that bad. That was pretty good damage there. The question is, can they consistently do AoE damage here? Boom, look at that. That was a lot of damage. If they can get this boss down to like half health before he gets his 2nd turn, then we're sitting pretty. I'm also curious who they're going to target. I assume the lowest HP, right? Attack down is good that we have that on the AoE. Hopefully Leo can get another attack in. Oh, he healed right back up there. That sucks. Yeah, honestly, I think just adding an AoE damage dealer in here might be worth it. But we're going to let it fly for a little bit. I want to see what happens and how they handle it. Because there's no reason to undercut yourself, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want to... There's no reason to do it this way if it's not necessary, you know what I mean? We're just testing out with these guys first. All right, so that was pretty good. Now we got another big attack. Do we have another AoE coming, please? Because that would really help here. Boom, there you go. All right, that took him down pretty far. There you go. You got our lifesteal back. So we need Leo to do his big attack. So he heals up every time. I thought he only healed on every other turn, even on this one, but I guess I was wrong. So realistically, we have to... It looks like they should be able to do this. It's just a fact of whether or not they can... How long it would take. Like, with an extra damage dealer, this would have been over already. Now we have defense down even better. Alright, so we got his extra attack. We need Leo to do his AoE. That would be the best option here. Alright, at least that's one more. It's the problem. They have AoEs. I don't know. We might have... If we set their AI to work against the... We really need an AoE right now. Say that would have... See, this is where the AI is screwing up the fight. So let's see. Pause this. End battle. Yes. So like, let's just say we edit the team setup, and we'll just go down here. We'll just add Mikey, take him out. We're gonna put Leo in the lead. No, get out of here. We're gonna put Leo in the lead, put him there, and him there. And then click this, and then set this. So let's just say for him, this is the one that does unkillable. So, you know what? We're just gonna use this as default first choice. Always AoEs, all right? Even though his power comes from the buffs, that'll fix itself, I think, in the later rounds. So now this one attacks all enemies. This is first choice. What does this do? That's just an attack on one enemy. First choice. And first choice. All right. Oh, we didn't do round one. First choice. Same thing with Raph. This one attacks one enemy 3 times, attacks all enemies. So this is going to be his first choice. Sometimes it's just making sure they use the right skills, because if their AI gets all screwed up, it's a mess. So now this one is removes all debuffs from all allies. This is the one where he attacks everyone. So this is the one we're going to put as first choice. A lot of first choicing going on here. Oh, did I do it already there? 2, 1. Okay, because we're already on 3. That's why. Did the same exact stupid thing. Save that. So now, let's just see how that functions. And then we'll add Shredder and see if that fixes the problem, because Shredder does have a lot of AoE stuff. So we're not fast enough for that first round, so that doesn't help. So let's just see something. End battle. We're going to edit team. We are going to try something different. Well, not different, but easier. We'll put him in. Oh, we got to do it in here. Sorry. Team setup. So it looks like they possibly could do it. It would just require a little bit more speed. So I don't think they can't do it. Let's just put him in there real quick and see how that changes things. You know, an attack up would be nice, but as long as they can get their turns in. There's one. So it was enough to at least kill a couple spiders. So at least we didn't get the full HP back, so that's nice. And we are getting more turns, which is nice as well. That brick hit where he like attacks and it just makes a giant like crunch noise. I like that skill. So now we're a little faster. Let's see if it's enough to handle it. Hopefully there's enough time in here. We need enough time to get these AoEs off. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to get his turn in. Oh, right at the end. Yeah. Well, I guess turtles are going to need a little more help here. Like I said, the other option is you could do, we could bring Shredder in here just to see how he handles it. I don't know if he's really going to help just because of his setup, but we'll see. Maybe it will. Who knows? Close this, get this out of here, bring Shredder in. Now, Shredder doesn't have his masteries, FYI. I don't even know how fast he is, to be honest. I don't know where he's going to sit in the turn order. I have hiccups again every day. I can't live my life like this. All right, so we didn't even get the turn, and he's dead immediately. I just want to see Shredder punch. He is slow as piss, apparently. Huh, that could be useful. All right, let's see. End battle. Let's see what happens if we edit team, we take him out. Every time, I swear to God. Every time. So, take him out. Let's see what happens if we bring... It's either your Carl or Cleo. I feel like... And the other option would be, obviously Arix, but Arix can literally beat this by himself if you do that. So I don't want to, I don't want to really pull him in unless I have to. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, the problem is we don't have a speed up, so it might be a moot point. We would have to find someone. If you can find someone who speeds the team up and can do AoEs, that would probably be your best bet here. Or just have faster heroes. I mean, there's that, right? All right, yeah, they're both dead. So much for that. Because normally I bring usually Arix and Mithrala in here. That's like the team to go. Because those two work really well together. I don't know if she's fast enough for it, is she? Because I know she does the attack up. But I don't know if she's... Well, this will be the last try. We'll just see if they can handle it. But like I said, I know that we could beat it with like Arix and whatever. Because Arix can do it by itself. So I just don't want to... I don't want to waste that. Mithrala. We'll just do that. Let's see if this team works itself. She's fast, so I'm thinking she should at least maybe get her turn in before the boss. Because if she can throw that shield up, it would be quite helpful to stay alive, right? Yeah. Alright, so it's not bad. They stayed alive that time. Also, stacking poisons and stuff might work here really well, too. Having that shield is a huge plus as well. Also, having the hex. That hex is a nice little add as well. It's crazy how much poisons change certain fights. Well, that's 2 more hits. He's just going to heal on this round. Hopefully we get the... Why don't we have the shield yet? It's weird. There you go. I'm like, where's our shield? Nice. So there you go. They didn't take much damage there at all. And we also don't know how April would have affected this fight either. So there is that, Want to consider that April is built to be with these guys. Of course, right at the last second. Every time. They're just not fast enough to get that last hit in there to kill the spiders. That sucks. And we don't have a revive. And, I mean, granted, Raph is the weakest of the 3, but it doesn't mean that he's not needed. Alright, so there's our Hex. The Hex is super good here because it does lower their health. There you go, see? They just all gain... They all gain the Hex. That's another one down. Honestly, it really just comes down to, I guess, the timing. Like when you're going to kill all the baby spiders at the same time. Because having them all dead at the same time is what's going to make, say like that. Say that's all that matters. So it looks like just having that extra, that little bit of an extra damage boost. Speed would really help here in not dying. Mithrala seems to be pretty good here, but look at that. I mean, she did most damage out of everybody here. So it's I'm telling you, the hexes and poisons, she's just a monster. So yeah, I mean, either way, looks like the turtles can't really do it too well by themselves, but I feel like they could if you were fast enough. But it is something to consider. Fire Knight, hard mode. This one, I'm not sold on at all. I don't think this is gonna... Oh, that's right. We didn't even beat hard mode. So for this one, we'll test it. I don't want to beat anything that we haven't beaten already. So we're going to go into stage 6 and see if they can handle it. Like I said, we're not going to go any further. Now, with this one, the problem here that we're going to come across is that we do not have any freezes on this team. And freeze is what makes this fight easier. It lowers his turn meter. Someone like Yakarl is super helpful in a fight like this. So realistically, this is just whether or not they can do enough damage and out damage the heal before he hits him with the big attack. Now the big attack does hit very hard. So I don't even know if they will survive the big hit without Mithrala. We were having trouble with that. The heroes were getting killed. Not these guys specifically, but this is the problem we were having with Fire Knight hard mode, is that we needed to have every single buff up at the time of the boss going to not die because of how powerful his main hit is. So yeah, it's not it's doable. It's just very hard to keep it going. There's always like a randomness to it. So the teams that we were using weren't really winning all the time. We were getting close, and then he would just go crazy and get healed up or like wipe my whole team. You know, little things. So it's not easy. I mean, this is hard mode, right? So you can't expect to just glide through it. But it looks like we got to win in Spider with Mithrala's help. Dragon was easy enough where we won. This one's really just comes down to whether we get the shield down, which I don't think should be an issue. All right, so now it's just whether or not we can out damage his heal and survive the attack. Say, here we go. All right, so they survived the first time without all the buffs up, so that's good. Now it's just really whether or not we can get that shield down or not. Okay, shield's down. And let's see how much damage they can put up before the boss heals. So now we've got speed up. Right back up to max. So it's looking like they would have to... Yeah, they would have to get something going. Like they would have to have a... either one a freeze hero, or two, they would just have to... I don't know. I don't know what to do with this one. I'm thinking Yakarl might be the only option. We got the defense down. Oh, they're starting to work it. So how much is going to heal back up? So that wasn't bad. So the problem here is though that they're losing HP every time. All right. So we need to get the shield down and get the lifesteal back on, because we are losing HP every round. So if we can get the lifesteal on here, a decreased speed would be nice too, but we don't have that. Defense down is really playing good here with our speed up. There you go. And only the hero that's attacking seems to be taking the HP destroy. So that's good. That counter is so helpful. Perfect. We wasted the lifesteal. Luckily, we do have a lot of healing, so it's not the end of the world. It's just, it would be nice to have the lifesteal up. Nice to get that defense down also. This is where War Master's really kind of shining. There we go. Decreased defense. Perfect. If we can get a couple of really good hits in here, we can take them down. Boom. Look at that. So that was stage 6 at least. So it looks like they were doing it. And that was the best time on stage 6 for us. So we beat my main time with the other team that we used. I don't remember if we beat this on auto. I don't think we did. I think we did it where we had to like time out the attacks and stuff. So yeah, it looks like they can do it. And that was with just the 4 of them. So, I mean, you could probably push your way all the way to stage 10 with the turtles. I can't imagine it being that much different getting to here. But I would just bring an extra hero, just because it would make it easier. Something to you gotta get his speed down, because he gets so fast. Like, he's so fast comparative to your team. So yeah, with a healer, with an icy person, I think you could be able to do this pretty easily with just them. Ice Golem. We also did not beat this, so we're only going to go up to stage 7. That's the one that we were on, but we're going to do stage 6 just because of time constraint and because it's void. I want to keep it, on an even keel and see how that goes. So let's see if they can handle this. Once again, it's really just all dependent on whether or not they can survive the big hits. It's also dependent on whether or not I fall asleep. No. There you go. All right, so we do have a problem here. We have two jerk-off heroes here who can revive and block damage. So that's coming up right now. So that's going to slow the wave down. Yeah, they're still going. Yeah, stupid. I would probably target Broadmaw. And the problem is he's got block damage, which means this guy still has, unless we can remove it with Leo, hopefully. Because otherwise he's reviving two more heroes with block damage. And we all know he's going to revive the other Broadmaw, because he didn't remove it. That sucks. Be nice if we can get a stun on him, right? They seem to be going for the other guy, which is annoying. Alright, there goes a revive. So we revive Broadmaw again. So there's that annoyance. Alright, so that guy's dead. Wow, this fight is ridiculous. So yeah, definitely if I was going to bring a fifth in here, it would... If I'm going for speed, 100% someone like Gerda or Ryan who can remove and revive. Because yeah, this is just dumb at this point. So I would do that over somebody who maybe makes it go faster. It's possible because you could just kill them faster, like bring in someone who's really strong and wipe the whole team out before they go. Because this doesn't seem like a super strong team so far. Like they've got a lot of HP and things, but it's not like crazy. Oh yeah, Carl's in here. Who would have thunk it? All right, well, at least there's no block damage in here. Like, that's just so irritating. Block damage and counter, which I don't know what that other character does. It might be conceivable she does a counter. There you go. Get rid of one. As long as you can get rid of one of them at a time. One hero dead every round is pretty successful, I'll give you that. Because there's been times that it's been like rounds after round after round. Yeah, look at that. Raphael's already getting messed up. So we got to be careful with him. We need some kind of protection on him. He is going to die. All right, we got speed up. Wow, that was it? I really thought Yakar was going to kill Raph. Or that. I'm like, or that. All right. So it looks like Raph is not strong enough to make this work. So if we're going to bring anybody in here, it would be a reviver. Because he's the block revive too. So that sucks. End battle this. I wonder if just being stronger could be the option here. So if we edit team, he's attack, he's attack, he's attack, and he's defense. So there's that. I mean, we could conceivably just bring Mithrala. That is... I mean, Mithrala is a hero that everyone should use anyway. So having her here for the extra shield and attack and, you know, the hexes and stuff, that's always very useful. And she can remove all those crappy buffs, the defense downs in the boss, which is super important. I mean, this is the one fight that I would say is going to be the toughest out of all of them. Alright, well, he's block revive. Nice, and they got him too. Perfect. So right there, we save about 40 seconds, literally. We're gonna gain it all back from the petrify. That's always the way that works, right? Always petrifying. All right, much better time there. 50 seconds. It's also going to help with the hex to be able to do damage to multiple heroes at once, which is nice. And it will petrify them when they try to attack us. So that's good too. They won't get that extra hit in. Nice. Shield. Alright, one down. Alright, cool. So this is working much better. Having that fifth hero is definitely a necessity here. If your Raph is built light like mine. And by light, I mean 70k power. Now, Mikey's built a little different just because his shield is based on attack. So building him with really high attack gives you a bigger shield. So All right, we got through. So let's see if this is enough to do the boss. Really, it's about how quickly they can kill the ads. That's the main thing. All right, we got the decrease attack. They're doing enough damage, but it doesn't look like they're doing enough damage to force one of the to force an attack. You know what I mean? Like it's slow enough where we don't have to be scared as to whether or not the ads are going to be up when he does that big attack. Unless we get like, you know, like a smite or something weird like that. So as long as they can keep killing the ads, I think we're fine here. Because like this time, he's going to get close to that revival state as we're doing damage. We got the Hex. That's a nice attack. They're constantly going for the boss, so that's not great. See what I mean? Not great. They're literally forcing the boss to do more damage right now. There you go. I'm about to say, go for the ad, kill one of them. All right, one's dead. So we're not in as much danger, but it's still bad. Still not a good situation. All right, so that didn't do much, but that's not his big hit. Oh, there you go. They're pushing him. They're really pushing him now. All right, we got it. Let's just see if he survives. Are we going to get a shield? Would be nice. Boom! All right, they survived. There's still, I think, one more. There's a trick one that comes out after. Nice stun. Good, they're focusing him. On the second revive, they focus the boss down. So, irregardless of whether or not the boss is, whether or not the ads are up or not, they're going to focus the boss as soon as he revives for the final time. All right. Boom, done. All right. So it looks like we could move forward with this too. So this is something you could use to get into the higher stages, and that was the best time ever. Like our times here have been horrible. We're talking like 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes. Like just to give you an idea, here was look. So here we go. Stage 7 was 19 minutes and 37 seconds, and we're at 4 minutes on stage 6. So yeah, definitely a much better team. Definitely an easier way to get through this if you've got all the turtles. But not bad. I mean, I'm actually shocked they were able to do that. So it looks like mainly, I mean, you're going to need a 5th probably for all the level 10s, but it looks like Dragon is obviously the easiest on hard mode. You don't have to worry too much about that one. And then Fire Knight doesn't look too bad. Like I said, you can just bring somebody in there who can speed your team up, and I feel like, and maybe a heal reduction in there, or either that or a freezer like your Carl to get the turn meter down, so you don't have to worry about, so you can do more damage quicker before he heals. I feel like that would be basically all you need to get through Fire Knight. Spider's Den, literally you can just bring any major damage dealer, even like, I mean, Mithrala worked, so that's fine, but you could bring in Arix, you could, any major hero that's fast. If you don't have a shielder or someone who can increase your speed, then definitely bring somebody, then just bring heroes that are faster, that's all. Just make your heroes, like, 250 to 300 speed, and you won't have the problems that I was having in that fight. So that was just a speed issue, wasn't worried about that. Nice golem we just saw. Not bad. All right, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, things you want to discuss, make sure you leave a comment below. This is the last day of the Turtle Week, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this week. Doesn't mean we're not going to make any more Turtle videos. It just means that Turtle Week's over. That's all it means. So yeah, if you have anything you want to leave down there, make sure you share, subscribe, all those things. We got plenty of things going on with the Uncommons. We'll be back in action next week, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this. So this is the end of Turtle Week with all of the hard mode dungeons. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.